You know, Gardner Minshew, one of the good stories, really good stories in the National Football League this season. Backup quarterbacks being pressed into service. Which of the guys can succeed? Which of the guys are just not good enough to lift the team enough to get them over the hump and get them wins? You know what? Gardner Minshew has been a guy who has played well enough not to cost his team games, and that's really the role of a backup quarterback. But I think Minshew is better than that against the Steelers. I thought he was the reason that the Colts did win on Saturday night against the Steelers and put themselves right smack in the middle of that AFC South chase.
Yeah, I mean, some of the core values for our, program is, preparation and being relentless and being consistent. So I think those things kind of carry us. We prepare. We're relentless with how we prepare. We got to be consistent with it now and just kind of carry it over week to week.
Is it more work, more reps, more attention to detail? What does it really look like?
Yeah, I think it's focus and a sense of urgency with everything you do. I mean, I think, the actual reps, nothing changes, but just how you attack it through the week, I think we got to do a good job there.
In wins, 5 out of the last 6 weeks, what have you guys developed within this offense?
I think there's definitely a certain sense of confidence, of optimism. We kind of expect, kind of no matter what happens in the game, we'll be able to figure it out. And I think that's a good place to be right now. I think we have a lot of trust with each other, and that confidence is built.
Coach has talked about that maybe there are some guys who don't get the significant reps over the course of the weeks, maybe guys like Sermon, Montgomery, whoever it might be, guys that stepped up for you last week, but that you always, regardless of who it is, whatever the situation is, you stay so level. Guys say you reiterate that confidence in the huddle. What is it that you try, to relay when you're in the huddle? As guys are coming in, it's different personnel. It's, guys coming in, guys stepping up.
Yeah, I think you just have to go in with a lot of confidence. I think you have to believe in yourself, others believe in you. And I think there's no way to hide it. You kind of got to step in there with it or without it. But just try to bring confidence, try to bring leadership, and help any way I can, really.
Gardner, how big is just that synergy between the play caller and the quarterback? And obviously you have history with Shane. Just what is your connection with him been like, and how's it grown? Yeah,
it's huge, man. I think just get on the same page of why he's calling certain things, when we need to be more aggressive, when to be a little more conservative, kind of getting a sense of, how he wants the game to flow based off how he's calling it. I think those are all things just kind of getting better as time goes.
And he has, obviously he's gotten a lot of attention with what he's done with the scheme here this year. What sticks out to you just in terms of just, I don't know, the way he calls plays, how smart he is, I don't know, any of that?
Yeah, I think he just has a good feel for the game. Good feelings, for when they're going to call certain things, when to change up tempos, when to change up personnels. I think we've done a good job of kind of finding what teams are struggling with, what teams are trying to attack against us, and kind of countering off that.
Everything you guys want is right in front of you. Here we are with 3 weeks left to go. How important is it for you guys to take advantage of what's in front of you right now as you get ready for Atlanta?
Yeah, we just got to get ready for Atlanta, man. That's it. You can only win one game a week, and this is an opportunity we won't be able to get back, so we got to prepare like it's, the last and most important game we got, and I think that's how we're going to approach it.
We just spoke with Anthony Richardson the other day out at the Carolina event. He seemed positive and good spirits. And have you witnessed that throughout the weeks, even leading up to now, in him?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, obviously when it first happens, it's kind of brutal and, isn't really able to do much. And I think now as rehab's picking up a little bit, able to do more, he's around everybody a little bit more. And I know everybody is happy to see him, and just it's always a little bit better, a little more fun when he's around.
You guys lead the league right now. I think it's 5 games where you had 200 passing yards, 150 yards in a game. After the injuries you've dealt with, what does it say about this offense and what you all have been able to do when you've had some hot games?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we've been able to run it well at times, been able to throw it well at times. I think the games will really do well is when we're balanced. I think everything feeds off of each other. We kind of figured that out this past week, and that's something we just got to continue to build.
Gardner, when you're going to have bad plays as a quarterback at any position, what people say about you is that you have the ability to move on from those plays. Where does that come from? Have you always had that and you didn't really develop it?
Yeah, I think it's something you kind of practice. You can't let those things linger. You really have to show up each play with a fresh mindset, ready to take on what's coming from across the ball. And yeah, I think that's something, with practice you get better at like anything else.
Do you think that has served you well? like in late in games this year, and you've had to make some plays in some critical situations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, last couple of weeks we've gone down a couple scores, bounced right back. I think that's kind of, our whole team kind of feels that way. No matter what happens, we have the ability and the guys in here to be able to turn it around and figure it out.
Gardner, how much did Shane's presence play into you coming here for agency?
Yeah, it was huge, man. It was a really big part. I really trust Shane, love his offense. I knew if I had the chance to play with him and his offense, I'd have a chance to be successful. So he's a huge reason why I came.
You would have come here had he not been here?
I don't know. Who knows.
I don't know the way this season's gone with quarterbacks and backup roles, not backup quarterbacks. Is this a vindication that you guys can play, need to play a role? I mean, look across the league.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to help us win, not a bunch of time to look around. Just, we'll figure it out to beat the Falcons and, help us all out.
He talks about backups and stuff, but not just yourself, but guys needing to step up, next man up. What does that say about, what have you learned about your teammates and just when you need someone to call in, it seems like guys are stepping up here?
Yeah, I mean, I think that all kind of shines a light on your preparation. I think a lot of times, you get thrown in that mix, you find out real quick, who's ready and who's not, who's been studying, who hasn't. And I think for the most part, we have the right guys in here that step in with great preparation and confidence.
It does seem like Shane made a big impression on you. Just how does he help you grow? Just in these years together?
I mean, I think honestly, just talking ball. Just kind of continue to understand more, seeing how he sees it. Why? What are the things he's looking for when he's drawing up game plans? Things that we want to do, like on third downs, red zone. I've just learned a ton of ball with Shane. I love how he sees it. And just kind of that communication back and forth has really helped me.
I know that you're focused on Atlanta. There's a palpable energy and excitement within this locker room right now because of the position that you guys are in. How do you describe the dynamic that you guys have built to be in the position that you are, looking at the task ahead of you and what you have in front of you in the month of December?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's confidence. I think we got a lot of confidence in the guys around us. I think offense has confidence in defense, who has it in special teams, and all the way around. I think we have, no matter what happens in a game, we're going to figure it out, and that's a lot of fun, to feel that on Sundays.
Gardner, I know you weren't going to force the pass in there, but how important was it to get DJ that ball, on the in cut after the dropping end zone?
Yeah, it was huge, man. We had, not much time to get points there, and we were getting the ball after half, so going down and getting points was huge. It really set us up nice for the second half.
Just to show your trust in him, though, after that, playing the end zone.
Yeah.
What did that just, kind of show about how you can show that trust to your teammates?
Well, I told him in the end zone after he dropped it that I'm coming right back. I've seen enough from DJ. I know that one drop's not going to turn me away. So I was happy for him to get back in there, and he eventually got in the end zone again.
That's Gardner Minshew. You don't learn a hell of a lot from Gardner Minshew either, but it was interesting hearing him talk about coming here to play under Shane Steichen and learn more about football from Shane Steichen and kind of be able to run this offense that he's familiar with and feel like he had a chance to succeed with Steichen in a way that maybe he didn't have a chance to succeed with others, and that's the reason that he's here. I thought that was interesting. Gardner Minshew, interesting cat.